Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we are doing a full body flexibility yoga practice, and if you haven't noticed already, I've got some special guests today. I got Bo here and Gus over there, so they're sleeping right now. We'll see if they stay sleeping for the remainder of the class. But all you're going to need is a little bit of space to move, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, well, why not do it now? And let's get started. So we're going to begin today sitting down, so find a nice comfy seat. And we're just going to get into our neck and our shoulders a little bit while we're sitting. So if you want to sit up on something, get a little comfy, do that, because we'll sit for a few moments here. But just place your hands on your knees or maybe in your lap and close your eyes. And just take a nice big breath in and big breath out. And take another big inhale and exhale. And one more big breath in and out. Awesome, you guys. Just letting your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Bringing some length into the back of your neck. Letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. And using an inhale to start to roll your head over towards your left shoulder. And see if you can sit a little bit taller, nice long spine. Just keep going until you find that nice stretch to the side of your neck. And we'll stay here for another inhale. And as you exhale, drop your chin back down. And roll your head all the way over to the other side as you inhale. Awesome, you guys. Take one more breath in. And exhale to drop the chin back to the collarbone. Let your head hang heavy. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, start to lift your chin back up just to a neutral position. And we're going to bring our hands to the floor beside us. You're going to start to just lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, start to lift your chin as high as you'd like. Just take another breath in here. And out. Coming back, your hands can come back to your knees, finding that nice long spine again, maybe pulling the shoulders up towards your ears. Pull them back, drop them down, another shoulder roll if it feels good, and then maybe one more. Nice job, you guys. All right, taking your left forearm, bring it behind your back. So it might just be the top of your hand resting on your low back and your elbow to the side, or maybe you can wrap or slide your entire forearm behind your back and your fingers can come out on the other side. And then we're just gonna let our head fall towards the right shoulder. Again, feeling that nice stretch throughout the neck. Moving into that shoulder, maybe even into the arm. Awesome, you guys. Keeping your head tilting over to the right. Just start to bring your arm back nice and slow. Rest your hand on your knee or your lap. And then use an inhale to gently lift your head back up. Awesome, you guys. We're going to take one shoulder roll here. Pull the shoulders up, back, and down. Nice, you guys. All right. Bringing your right arm this time, either the top of the hand resting on the low back or the entire forearm sliding behind you. And then let the head fall towards the left shoulder. Nice job, you guys. Taking another breath here. And then we'll keep our head falling to the left, but just move that right arm back and front. Awesome. And then use an inhale to gently lift your head back up and take a shoulder roll here. Nice big, big shoulder roll. And then one more. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we're going to come onto our hands and knees next. So you can move nice and slow here. Setting up your tabletop. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. We're just going to move our spine a little here. So drop your belly, lift your chest, start to lift your chin, almost like you want to stretch the front of the neck. Arch your back a little more, push into your palms, maybe lift the chin. Holding it here. Nice, guys. One more inhale. And then slowly exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone under, push into your palms, feel the openness through the upper back, through those shoulders, and then draw your chin as close to your collarbone as you can get it to stretch the back of your neck. Nice, you guys, hold it here for another breath. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, slowly coming back to a nice flat back. We're going to walk both of our hands out in front of us. Nice big reach, nice big stretch for that upper body. And then start to lower your forehead, lower your chest all the way down to the mat. Puppy dog stretch. Keeping the hips nice and high here. Maybe even feeling this through the abdominals or the back. Primarily the shoulders, the arms. Nicely done, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly lifting back up. Lift the forehead. Walk your hands back in. We're going to tuck our toes underneath and come up into a downward facing dog. Not doing many downward facing dogs today. So take your dog for a nice little walk. Pedal the feet. Push into your palms. Awesome, you guys. And you can start to walk your feet together. We're going to use an inhale to lift the right foot up, maybe just a little, maybe a lot. Looking between your hands and exhale. Send that foot forwards. Lower your knee down and set up a lunge. So untuck your back toes, sinking into those hips. Sinking into those hips. Nice job, you guys. And then we're going to start to heel toe our foot over to the right side of the mat. So your hands can come under your shoulders. Still sinking those hips nice and low. I like to turn my toes to point out a little bit. That knees falling out to the side. Maybe adding even a little rock side to side here. Nice job, you guys. So some people like to come down onto the forearms in lizard to come deeper. You can definitely do that. You can also add a twist to your lizard. So just bring either your forearm, your left forearm or your hand out to the side just a little bit. The right hand can come to the knee, just pulling the chest back, maybe feeling this now through the left side of your body, maybe even really a little bit more into that left hip flexor, that quad. If it feels right, you might want to reach back for your foot. If you can get it, great. If not, just bring your hand back to your knee. It's a really awesome quad stretch if you can get the foot, but it's very deep. It's very deep quad stretch. Nice job, you guys. If you do have your foot or you're twisting, just let it go, slowly turning your upper body back to face the front. And we're just going to heel toe our foot all the way back to the middle of our mat, and then send the hips back for a half split. So send those hips back, maybe point your toes up towards the ceiling to take it a little deeper. Drop your chest if you want even more. Nice calf, nice hamstring stretch. Nicely done, you guys. Take one more breath before you start to move. And then an inhale to bend back into the front knee. We're going to heel toe our foot all the way over to the left this time and lay the shin down for pigeon. So you can definitely slide that foot nice and close to that left hip so that you're nice and square. Your chest is facing forwards. Take an inhale here. And if you want to fold as you exhale, fold it forwards. Maybe resting your hands on your head on your hands, or your forearms, or a pillow. Nice work, you guys. Moving right along. Let's use an inhale to lift the chest back up. And then I want you to just to roll to the right side so that you can have your legs free. They come out in front, and we're just going to extend them out nice and wide. So now we're in a wide straddle. And if I lost you along the way, take your time sitting and spreading your legs out nice and wide. All right, and once you've got there, maybe just bring your hands behind you or even in front of you. Just find a nice long spine. Start to point your toes up towards the ceiling, and maybe you can already feel that inner leg stretch, and you don't have to move too much. If you need more, or if it just feels good to tip forwards, you can start to tip forwards. But just soften your shoulders. Take a couple breaths. Awesome work, you guys. So good. Use an inhale, lifting yourself back up. If you're folding, bring your hands to the outside of your knees and just help your legs come all the way back together. You can do a little rock. Give your knees a little hug side to side. We're going to come back onto our hands and knees. So if you did turn to the side, just face forwards again. Come onto your hands and onto your knees, tucking your toes under. And let's lift up into a downward facing dog. And just a few breaths here. So if you want to pedal the feet or send your chest back towards your toes a little more, back towards your knees, get into those shoulders. Awesome job. And then you can start to walk your feet together. You can use an inhale, send that left foot up, and an exhale. Bring it forwards between your hands. Lower your knee down. Untuck those back toes. Sinking into those hips in that lunge to start. Find that right hip flexor, and then you can heel toe your foot over to that left side, lizard. And still sinking into those hips. Find your breath. Again, you always have the option to be on your forearms if you want more. If you want that twist, that right hand will stay down. Left hand can rest on the knee. It might just be a nice little twist. Get a nice little oblique stretch there, or you can go a little further. Maybe grab your foot. Nice job, you guys. Slowly, if you're twisting or if you're in that quad stretch, start to let go. Come back to center. And let's heel toe our foot to the middle of the mat. Sink those hips forwards again just for a moment. And then send them back. Half splits. Feeling all that love through the back of the leg. Let's take one last breath here. And using an inhale, slowly bend back into your front knee. And then let's heel toe our foot all the way to the right side, pigeon. So adjust that front shin. If you need to, bring your heel closer towards your hip. Sink into those hips, try to find that glute, that left glute. And then let's take one more inhale to lift the chest. And an exhale to fold forwards. Maybe staying for another breath or two. But whenever you're ready, just using an inhale to lift your chest back up. And then let's just roll to the side a little bit. Yes, I'm facing the wrong way, but that's how it goes when I want everything to be nice and balanced. So another wide-legged straddle here, you guys. One more here. Same thing as before. Point those toes up. Maybe bring your hands behind you to find your nice long spine. Maybe bring your hands in front of you. If you want to add a forward fold, add a forward fold. But just, again, soften the shoulders. Close your eyes. And breathe. Feeling that awesome inner leg stretch. Nice work, you guys. Using an inhale when you're ready. Start to lift yourself back up. Your hands can come to the outside of your knees, helping your legs come back together. Do a little rock again, a little shake, side to side, and then we're going to come back onto our hands and knees. As gracefully as you can. So I want you to start to tuck your toes underneath here. I like to bring my feet together, even my knees together. Tuck all your toes under so that you're feeling a stretch. You're straightening those toes, creating as much length as you can. And through the bottom of the feet. The bottom of the feet might like this. And if you're able to take the weight out of your hands, take the weight out of your hands. Sit back on your heels. Relax your shoulders. And just kind of be heavy. Let gravity just pull your body down and really stretch your toes. Stretch your feet, your ankles. And as you let your body just be a bit heavier. You might feel that a lot more. That's good. Try not to hold back. Awesome job, you guys. Just another 3 breath. Can we do another 3 breath here? Nice job, you guys. Let's take one more inhale. And then come forwards. Untuck those toes, gently tapping them on the mat. That one is always so good, am I right? So untuck your toes now so that the top of your feet are down on your mat, sitting back on your heels. If you're able to lean back here and lift your knees, one knee might lift, the other might lift, both knees might lift, but we're trying to find a stretch now through the top of the ankles, the top of the feet. So I find leaning back, you can keep all your weight in your hands to help support you. Or if you're able to balance, you could bring your hands in front of you or to your lap. And if you got one knee lifted, just switch sides so that you get both, a stretch for both feet, each foot. Nice, you guys. This feels so good on the ankles for me. Awesome work. You guys slowly start to lower your knees back down, coming onto your hands again to take all that weight out of your ankles, out of your feet, out of your toes. Perfect. All right. Let's do one for our forearm and one for our wrists here. So making a fist, let's make a fist, a nice tight fist with our right hand. You're gonna bring the top of your hand to the floor. So bend your elbow here so that the top of your hand can be rested on your mat. And then grab your fist with your other hand, your left hand. Keep that fist nice and tight. And then you can start to straighten your arm. And as you straighten your arm, but keep your fist nice and tight, hopefully you can feel a stretch through your forearm, even through that wrist perhaps. Maybe all the way up into the tricep, but keep that fist nice and tight. Nice, you guys, and you can keep straightening the arm. Nice, and let's slowly start to bend that elbow all the way again and start to let go. So take all that weight out of your hand, give yourself a little massage if you need it, and then switch. Left hand's making a fist, top of the hand down, so bend that elbow, grab your hand with your right wrist, keep that fist nice and tight, and then start to straighten the arm, feeling it a lot more on this side than the other side. And if you're new to this, it's kind of confusing, so you can play with it. But usually you have to keep your fist nice and tight and think about straightening the arm. And then hopefully feeling that through the front of your forearm. Awesome work, you guys. So to get out, just slowly bend the elbow again and let it go. Give yourself a little massage. Give yourself a little massage. And then we're just going to turn our palms to face forwards, spreading your fingers wide. Push all 4 fingers into your mat. Send the thumbs out to the sides and just kind of pulse a little bit, straightening your fingers. Kind of like we did with our toes. A finger squat. Awesome work, you guys. This also feels really good. Because we don't do this a lot. Sometimes, but not a lot. Awesome job. All right, let that go. Give yourself a little shake through those fingers, through those wrists if you need it. Find a nice comfy seat. That is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Just take one more inhale. And exhale. Ah, so good. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.